Hello and welcome to coding module. In this video, I will show you how you can easily copy a specific column from different workbooks. So in this example, I have three workbooks, and here in my main tool, I have a one column with a column name rep. And what we are going to do here is that this three workbook contains this information, and all the workbook contains a table, but you will notice that the format table from each workbooks are different. So what our target here is to copy the rep column. And here you can see that in the first workbook, the rep column is in column C. And then in the second workbook, the rep column is in column A. And in the third workbook, it is in column F. So we need to make a code that can copy this specific column from this workbook even if the position of the column is different from each workbook. So let me close that and let me just retain one file for reference. And now here in my code, let me update this one first. So let's open the VBA editor. Let's insert a new module and let's create the procedure. So copy specific column from another workbook. It's such a long name, you can name it differently. So first, let's declare a workbook variable. So first is the MWB. This will represent our main tool. And then the DWB, that will represent the workbook where we will copy the data. And then let's set the main workbook. So that will be equals to this workbook. And then so the next step is we need to open the workbook where we will copy the data. And before we can do that, we need to know the path of that workbook first. So let's declare a variable named file path. It should be of type string. And then the value of that variable is equals to application. Oops, my PC is lagging. Application that yet open file name. I explained what this function does in the previous video, so you should know how this works. And then I will open the immediate window. So once got the path of my target workbook, I can now set my DWB variable. It will be equals to excel.workbooks.open, and then let's indicate the path of the file, which is our file path variable. So that will open the file. Once this line of code is executed, what we can expect is that this workbook is already open. So here we need to make a code that is flexible, meaning it should be able to find the column position of the rep data in this workbook. So we will create a mechanism to do that. So I will just add a comment, find the find the index of the target column. So I will column index as, we'll just declare that as integer. And then here I will assume that the header is always in row 1. So we will find here what is the column index of the column with the name rep. And here let's create a loop for a is equals to 1 to DWB that sheet 1 that uh, cells 1. So this should be 1, and then columns that count that end excel to left that columns. Is that right? Did I made it right? Yep. Then next A. And then for each column, we need to check if DWB, the sheet 1, that that cells 1 and A, that value is equals to rep. So if that is equals to rep, meaning that is our column, the target column. If that condition is met, we will exit the loop and then we will save that index number to the call index variable. All right, so at this stage, we should be able to get the column index of this column. In this example, that should return us the 3 because that is column index number 3. So let's test this part of the code before we move forward. I will be using the debug.print and then print the call index variable. So let me close this one. This is the data1 workbook. Oops. Now let's run this. Select data1 and I get an error. So cells at columns. I misspelled the columns here. So let's try again. There's another error. Excel to left is spelled incorrectly. Too many wrong spelling and another debug because I think that is that only column. So this provide us 3. Alright. So after we get that, we know where is the we know now that the column we need to copy is the column index number 3. So the next step is to copy that. So we need to know the get or we need to get the last row of the column before we can copy the data. So let's declare a variable for the last row. Should be we can declare it as long and last row is equals to the WB, that is the workbook variable, that sheet 1 that cells rows that count, and then the column index, which is the column index variable, that end that excel up that row. And that in this case, if this is the workbook we selected, it will return as 14 because that is the last row for this column. Once we have that, we can start copying the data. So we will say dwb that sheet1 that cells uh, they should be arranged, not the cell, that range cells. Let's start with the first part of the range, which is mm, the row index should be 1, and then the column index up to the cells last row and the column index. That copy. And after we get that data, we will go back to our tool to paste the data. But here in our tool, we also need to know what is the next available row. So dim m last row as long, and that will be, let me just add some space in here. M last row is equals to MWB that sheets my tool that range A and rows that count that end Excel up that row, and we need to add +1 to get the next available row. After we get that, we can now paste the data. So MWB that sheets my tool that range A and M last row that paste special Excel paste all if we want to copy the formatting. So now we can try this. Let's assign the macro in this button. Now let's browse for the data. Let's start with data1, and here we can see that it successfully copied the data. However, we forgot to add the code to close the file. So let's do that. So after we paste the data, we can close the file, or maybe after we actually paste the data. So close the source file. So that will be dwb dot close and then indicate false because we don't want to save any changes. And I will add another button here to clear the data. I will name this clear, and the color of this is at least different. And then, oh, I also copy the header. I did not notice that. So here I will just select up to the last cell and name this range clear data. And then going back to VBA editor, I will create a new procedure. I will name this clear data. And then I will just say this workbook that sheets my tool that range that clear contents. And then that should be assigned to this button. So if I click that, it will clear the data. I should use clear, not clear contents, to include the formatting. Now clear, and there you go. And we also need to adjust the range we are copying. So here it should start with row 2, not row 1. So make sure to change this to 2. And now let's try it again. Copy data from the first workbook. That is successful. Let's copy the data in the second workbook. That is also successful. And the last workbook. And there you go. We were able to copy a specific column from different workbooks, and even if the position of these columns are different. So thank you for the one who gave me this scenario. I hope this answers your question. And if you have any additional question, or if you want me to cover any VBA topic, please put that in the comment section. I will be happy to do that for you. So that is all for this video. See you again on the next VBA video. Bye bye.